and welcome to this week's video. So a bit of a review video today. We're going to be taking a look at something that I don't normally paddle. This is a kayak by Neris that we're going to be paddling. So this is a bit of a hybrid kayak. This is a cross between a folding and an inflatable kayak. So this is the Neris Smart Mini Light. So as you can see, it comes in a really durable carry bag here as well, and it's really comfortable to carry. It weighs about 9 kilos, everything all packed inside, and that's everything that you need to be able to set up this this kayak here, including the foot pump and all of the other bits and bobs that goes with it as well. It doesn't have the paddle inside, and it doesn't have a PFD inside, so you've got to add that weight on top of it as well. So one thing to mention about an inflatable or a foldable kayak is they're not that portable. Okay, this only weighs 9 kilos, but look at the size of the bag it comes in, and then think about all of the other ancillary equipment that you're going to want to take with you as well. You've got your paddle, your PFD, your helmet, then there might be a change of clothes, there might be your food, and all of those things weigh up, and you've got to find a space inside of this bag to carry it. But this sort of thing is perfect to be able to just jump out of your car with it and set it up and then head off for a day's paddling. Right, enough gibbering on, let's get it out of the bag and see what it looks like. So this is the Neris Mini all unpacked, so we'll just go through what we've got in the bag here. So this is the actual kayak, the hull of it here. So that's a combination of TPU and PVC on the bottom. You've got the cockpit here, you've got the spray deck, and also you've got a cover that you can put over it as well, just to keep the water out of it as well. You've got the aluminium frame just here. You've got the seat with the backrest, and then you've also got the foot pump that you're going to need to inflate the sponsons as well. So the first thing we're going to do is set up the frame. The frame's made out of aluminium. There's 7 parts to it. Fairly simple to set up, but just make sure you get it the right way round, because the bow will only fit the bow and the stern will only fit the stern. So when it comes to setting up the frame, like I mentioned before, there's a difference between the bow section and the stern section, but just make sure you've got the right sections there. So you can see there that it's written in Russian and it's written in English. So this is the bow section. So we'll put this together first. So we've got our first 3 bits here. So you've got the round piece here and then the bow part as well. So you're literally just going to line that up and then take the next section. Make sure you've got the bow piece for that. That's going to slot into here. And then you've just got a retaining bolt that just goes into here. And then once you've done the bow, just do exactly the same with the stern. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is just push the bow frame into the boat, and that will find its place inside of it. And then once you get the stern section in, that will all fit into place and become a really solid frame. Okay, so once you've got the frame inside of the boat, all you need to do is bring up the frame so they're in line with each other, and then just push the whole lot down. And then you just need to push these retainers inside, and then the last bit of the frame is really simple to put in. So you just have to fit that in there, bring that forward, and then slide that one in. So the next bit's just to inflate the sponson. So just make sure your valve is in one way, fix your foot pump, and off you go. So the one thing to note about the Neris Smart Light is to make sure you've got the over-pressurization valves open as you inflate it. So the next thing is just inside here, you've got a couple of clips that you just need to clip together, and that will literally just hold the frame onto the sponsons. Right, so the next bit we've got is the seat. So this is an inflatable seat. The inflation is just behind there. You've got 3 clips on the bottom of this that you need to clip it onto the frame, and then you've got 2 tethers that you clip onto the side of the sponsons as well. So the next bit we've got is the deck. So starting at the stern, open up the Velcro, just line the back up as much as you can, push the Velcro back over, and then just draw that up to the front, keeping it nice and tight, and then just bring the Velcro over onto the sides. Right, so there we go, all set up. So as you can see, it's quite a long kayak. So this is just over 4 meters with a width of 90 centimeters. I'll stick full specifications on the side there for you to take a look at. But as you can see by the design of it, it's a really, really quick looking kayak, this one is. And it's designed for expeditions. It can be paddled in a multitude of different environments, from cold water all the way up to sea kayaking. But what a fantastic little kayak there. And as you can see, it's fairly lightweight as well. Okay, it's a bit fiddly and everything to set up compared to what a pack raft is, but you know, for what you get, I think this is an absolute brilliant thing. Right, all set up. Let's go and have a paddle down to Ellingham. So the only thing I'm missing in this boat is a footrest, and I did forget to put one in, and I was just going to use a dry bag as a footrest. Neris make a footrest that is like a dry bag style, and I do like those because you basically just fill them up to however much you need and then close them off just like your standard sort of dry bag. And yeah, they work really well, so I wish I would have put a footrest inside of it. But other than that, this paddle's really nice. I do like this boat. It's nice and stable. It tracks really well. It's not massively responsive on the turning, but then again, I am used to a pack raft, so obviously it's not going to turn on a sixpence like what a pack raft does. But it's a really nice paddle, nice and fast as well. So would I buy this kayak? In short, no. And it's not because it's no good. It is in fact a really nice kayak to paddle, but it's just not suited to my needs. You know, when you're so used to paddling pack rafts, you can throw all of your gear into your bag, and then you've got something, you know, that takes up a massive amount of space. You know, you can't carry this and loads of camping gear on your back, but it's the sort of thing that you could use for an expedition where you're carrying all of your camping stuff inside of this, and maybe short portages, but it's not the sort of thing that you'd be carrying on your back like you would a pack raft. So there we go, so that basically wraps up this little overview of the Neris Smart Mini Light. It's an absolute brilliant little kayak if you're into that sort of thing. I'll stick a link to the product in the description below. All of the Neris kayaks, pack rafts and all of that are all available in the UK from Neris UK, and I'll stick a link to them in the description below as well. So thank you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you next time on the next one.